you tease us a little bit about what that book's about and maybe the source of the title?
The title comes from, well, Bucky Dent was a baseball player in the 70s. And, she's got the copy, yeah. And he hit a home run against the Red Sox, which broke their hearts, because they hadn't won a championship in, I don't know how many years, 68 years or something like that. Anyway, I was up around my in-laws' house in Massachusetts, and these guys were working on the roof while I was in the house, and I heard one of them just said Bucky fucking Dan, blah 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 blah, Bucky fucking Dan, and just made me laugh. And I called up and I said, "What did you just say, Bucky fucking Dan?" Because he was a hero in New York. I just knew him as Bucky Dent, you know. But in Boston, he's a villain. He's Bucky fucking Dan. So it always made me laugh, and it made sense for the book. And you'll have to read it to figure out exactly why.
Can we get copies of this at the show?
Yeah. I'm going to do a little reading, I think, tomorrow here.
And then, Jillian, you're also a spokesperson for neurofibromatosis. Can you tell us why it's so important to you and what you're trying to accomplish with that cause?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. When my brother was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with a disease called neurofibromatosis, and so our family, specifically my mom, educated herself about the disease. And when I started working on the X-Files, I was asked if I would become an ambassador or patron of one of the organizations, Neurofibromatosis Inc. To help raise awareness and raise funds, etc. My brother passed away, age 30, 4 years ago, from a brain tumor that was, they believe, was connected to the disease. And I continue to do work in support of the charity and raise money for it. It's a neurological disease that affects the nerves in the body and manifests in cafe au lait spots and tumors and learning disabilities and sometimes blindness and various other forms can manifest. Anyway, he had a very, very mild form of it, and there were no real signs of it beyond the cafe au lait spots until the brain tumor was discovered. So yeah, that's why.
Thank you so much for raising awareness for that. Unfortunately, we only have time for one last question, so we're going to go over here, so make it a good one.
It's not that good, but my question
we're going to go over here.
My question's for Jillian, I guess. I've had the privilege to be able to interact with all you guys at different conventions, but I was just wondering if Hannibal reconvenes, will you be a part of it? And I wanted to show you my tattoo. I got a badass tattoo of Mulder. I'm going to put all of you on my arm, but either way, my question
Don't. Just stop.
The sufferer of my generation. But anyway, that's my question. About Hannibal.
What was the first part? Hannibal. I don't think, Brian's a busy guy.
I know, that's what
He's a really busy guy. I mean, but I don't know, there could be things percolating that I have no idea about. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And in a minute, I'm going to auction off his t-shirt. For Child Reach International show. If we have a minute, I'll do that. But you guys don't have to stick around for it because it's really boring. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, hey, if you are excited and hopeful for season 11, let's thank our cast and